Yo, we back up in this motherfucker.
Cut the music. Cut the music. I got something to say. Cut the music. I want to start the intro. This is the Week 14 takeover. I'm taking over this motherfucker today. That's what you heard. That's what's going down. And our first shout out is going to be to the fantasy football guys. We're going to give the fantasy football guys all they love because without them, none of this is possible. None of it is possible. So let's all have a moment of silence. A moment of silence for the fantasy football guys. Now, I need you, sir, be quiet. I got this. You hear me? We taking over. This is the Week 14 takeover. I want to give a big shout out to me, to Team Commish, for being fucking great. For being fucking great. I don't need no applause. I don't need no applause. This is the takeover. And you know what? I got something to say to the whole motherfucking league. Y'all been pissing me off for 14 weeks. And now y'all finna get this motherfucking work. Yeah, y'all finna get this work. I need you to be quiet while I give the whole entire league this motherfucking work.
You earned it.
Now you
earned it.
Now you what?
You earned it.
Be quiet. Now you tell me who won. I see them. They run. They don't want to see us. Whole you City Lions squad dressed up trying to be us. But how the fuck you gonna be? How the fuck you gonna be us when we the mob and we always on our job? And we millionaires. Winning ain't fair, but somebody gotta do it. Oh yeah, the ass kickers. You little punk ass motherfuckers. Then y'all get swept by the South. Fuck around and you gonna catch 4 more L's. You better back the fuck up before you get smacked the fuck up. That's how we do it on this side. Any of you motherfuckers in the league want to bring it, bring it. But we ain't singing. We bringing drama. Fuck you and your motherfucking mama. We gonna beat all you motherfuckers. Now, when I came out, I told you I was just about my undefeated season. But everybody had to open their mouth with a motherfucking opinion. So this how we gonna do it. Fuck the Lions, fuck Chibo Burgers, and fuck the ass kickers as a staff, as an organization, as a motherfucking crew. And if you want to be down with the ass kickers, then fuck you too. Cheese the Dime, fuck you too. All you motherfuckers, fuck you too. All you motherfuckers. All you motherfuckers. I ain't done. All you motherfuckers. Fuck you too. Fuck you, die slow. My fofo make sure all y'all kids don't grow. You motherfuckers can't be us or see us. We motherfucking Team Commit Southside Division till we die. Out here in these fantasy streets, I warn you motherfuckers, we'll bomb on you motherfuckers. You think you the mob? No, we the motherfucking mob. All our motherfucking real niggas and killers. We do 300 motherfucking numbers. You motherfuckers laugh. Because my players got 25 and 30 points in their belts. But when we drop these points, they felt. Niggas can't feel us. We the realest. All active team killers. But I ain't done. Because now I need to introduce and bring to the stage my boy, my friend. His name is Roy. That's right. Roy and the Rankins crew. One of the most humble persons I know. This guy don't talk no shit to nobody. He's a fucking great person. Everybody loves him. And he about to do the greatest boom intro of all time.
You finna do that shit
So
too?
without further ado, let me introduce you to my boy, your boy, our boy, Roy from the Ranks crew. Boom, boom. That's another boom intro. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. 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 Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Y'all don't really want it now. One take. One take.
6.5 minutes of your mindless rambling. I stopped the music, stopped my intro for that bullshit. But you earned it. I got shit to say. I was gonna get into the neighborhoods in St. Louis. 314 all day. Y'all niggas not cut from my cloth. They stopped making our fabric. Shout out to all the niggas that jumped in it, jumped out, and got away with it. I'm just gonna jump into our sponsors because he's used up a lot of our time this morning. Shout out to 5026 North Broadway, owned and operated by our very own El Patron, who missed the playoffs. Go holler at him. He's probably down there drinking, getting drunk because he missed the playoffs again. He might be at his second location, Paging, Vandervented, Dr. J's, managed by his brother Rico. And then we have BC Plumbers.
Fuck Rico.
BC Plumbers, owned and operated by our very own Anthony Clark, aka
Group chat, Lil Petey with his gay ass. Fuck Petey.
Hey, that's some inside shit. That's some hood shit. And shout out to the homie Big L, DJ Big L. Holler at him for all your weddings, bar mitzvahs, turn-ins, getting outs, all that shit. Big L, DJ Big L. Now, I got nothing else to say because I'm not gonna bore y'all with the because we just. I'm sorry. We all had to endure that, but
that was the greatest intro of all time, and it will be said it was one of the greatest intros of all time.
Because the little boo thing on. Anyway, y'all. So, listen.
It's a rough day for you.
Not really. Week 14. Week 14. Just like anything else. Just like we say, don't let your shit come down to Monday night. Do not let your season come down to week 14. It gets up. See, a motherfucker like myself, I've already locked up division winner. My fourth. My second in the East. My third time sweeping my division because I'm a motherfucking G. Roy. I'm going to get into Roy. Before we get into all of this shit, Roy is team of the year. The team commissions, team of the year. I believe they're set to possibly break the 3,500 mark. Definitely are. Pardon me?
We've already broke it.
They broke the 3,500 mark. Shout out to them. They lead in bragging rights, I believe.
Bragging rights.
I believe they are team of the year. I believe they lead in scoring. I believe they lead in scoring. They have the best record in all the land.
All-time single season record, and the only person ever to score 3,500 points. One of one.
Shout out to you. So, wanted to give him man his flowers. He definitely earned it. He earned that.
One more flower. Isaac Garundo, IG 31, 28 points. He's the man.
I wouldn't say that. He had a good game. He had a great game. but I'm gonna call the nigga the man. Listen,
What would you call it?
I call it a great fucking game. The rookie went out there and did his thing. I can't argue points. You know, I'm a points. I'm a numbers nigga. I can't argue fucking numbers.
So
But
it
is
was
he
a
the
great,
man?
he's the man. Yeah.
He
Who
had
else?
a great game. A great
Who else is the man?
like you said, he leads the 49ers in rushing touchdowns.
Had the greatest fantasy game of the year for the 49ers. They're running back.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fact.
It is. Well, I mean, you want me to? I mean, you want to jack your Mac? Go ahead.
He's the man. I ain't jacking. He's the man.
He did his thing.
I wouldn't even be the man.
I said I wanted him to be successful. I said I wanted him to go out there and do his thing because that means Mason can go on. Mason, what? What do you can laugh? How you gonna laugh at a motherfucker that led the league in rushing for most of the year before he got hurt? Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Because it's funny.
Mm-hmm. All right, listen, we're gonna go ahead and jump into this shit. We're gonna start in this crazy fucking North. The North is going to possibly finish with 3 8-6 teams. And the way it's looking, I mean, not the North, the West. We're gonna start in the West. The West gonna have 3 8-6 teams. Hurricane Walker and the Gronk. 8-5 on the Gronk, 7-6 on Hurricane Walker. Hurricane Walker he currently sits at 251, projected to hit 260, 170 on the Gronk, 207. Josh Allen, 60 points. All-time fantasy leader in points. A great draft pick by the ass kickers, I must say. But 60 points, you got what? Say what?
You didn't draft Josh
Oh,
Allen.
I traded him. I'm sorry. You sure I didn't draft him? I brought him from Gronk.
You got him from Hell's Bells.
Hell's Bells. Shout out to Hell's Bells.
Oh, you actually got him from Sean. But Sean didn't draft him. Sean took over a team that drafted
him. All right, listen. But at the end of the day, Hurricane Walker needed decent. Now I'm finna fuck you up. Big stat. You ready for stats? You like stats, right? Okay. Those 60 points. If he didn't get those 60, if he hits his projection, he had 200 and he loses at 207 to the Gronk. Kyron Williams on the other side. The great trades.
I don't know if he lose because him getting 60 took a lot away from Cook.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
my thing is this. This is where the problem lies, and it's a problem, and it's a gift and a curse, because you've been riding this man all year. By rights, you everything that you have said has been almost correct, 100% correct. But him making the playoffs and being low activity only gives the credit to the team that he has. And him making the playoffs, I hope he has a light that goes off this offseason and becomes more active, because it might be that curse where he's like, see, I did it my way. I showed you motherfuckers. Blah, blah.
He made it in as 7th seed. Big Lawrence going to win the division.
Okay. We're going to
go as the 7th seed.
Okay. He still made the playoffs, nigga.
He made the playoffs, but that ain't no I moment. He got a good team.
He does.
He inherited a good team, and he inherited a good team. He made some good draft moves.
Gibbs 20 points,
but that don't got nothing to do with what. And him making the playoffs don't got nothing to do with nothing. We said that was
everything we said was true. I'm not saying that it was. Gibbs 20, his draft pick. Brian Thomas Jr., his draft pick, got 18. Roma Duze, his draft pick, got him 21. Rashad White got him 27. I think he inherited him. At the end of the day, dude has a great squad. Great squad. Huh?
He traded for Rashad White.
He traded for Rashad White? Okay. Mm-hmm. On the other side, now Gronk is another story. Gronk made history. Gronk started 0-4. He still made the playoffs. He's going to go in as what, the 6th seed?
8th seed.
8 seed. Okay. So they both finished out 8-6, along with Missouri Kings. We're gonna get to them in a second. El Patron shit trash. But 256 currently sit for Missouri Kings. They win the division and they win the second seed with the ass kickers loss. So we're gonna see how that shit play out. Missouri Kings, they lost a few games, and I want you to talk about a couple of the two games that really disappointed you. I know it was one to say it. No. It was Fantasy Football Club, New Northsiders. And what was the other one that you was pissed off about?
He shouldn't have lost to Said, but Said had a good game. But he had a like the last week.
Mm-hmm.
He had a chance to lock up the division, which he still can lock up the division, but he had a chance to win this game, and he actually was the stinker of the week last week. Worst
177.
team, worst team in the league last week.
Yeah.
But I mean, listen, it doesn't matter.
Even under the tanking Black Republicans.
It doesn't matter. He getting into the playoffs. A big bounce back week, 250. Even though he didn't need it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, he did need it because if he would have got outscored by Walker. So if he'd have had a shitty game but won and got outscored by Walker, Walker would actually be the third he'd be the third seed because you beat Walker.
Now,
Walker.
are you saying that Missouri Kings is a lock to beat Walker?
No, I'm saying he's gonna be the division winner.
That's what Walker get less than
If all three of them are 8-6,
mm-hmm.
it's gonna go to points.
Mm-hmm.
Kings had a 38-point lead, and they both around 250. So
now, projection wise, and we talk about projections and all that good stuff, but points on the board. Currently, 256.4 Missouri Kings, 251.5 Walker. Both of their projections, if they finish and hit their projections the way it sits now, 260.4 for Missouri Kings, 260.9 for Hurricane Walker.
Don't matter. He needed to outscore him by 38 to win the division. Kings came into this week up 38 points. So he had to score him. He had to outscore him by 38.
Yeah, I fucks with that. So shout out to the Missouri Kings. First off, first time in the playoffs. Shout out to you. I know you happy as a fag in jail. And two, your first time in the playoffs and you make a motherfucking division winner. I fucks with that. You left and went to the West and took over the West. I fucks with that. Huh?
He went to the West and won the division.
Yeah, he went to the West and he went out there and did his thing. I fucks with it. This is gonna be crazy. But Walker, 7 seed, you say?
7 seed.
7 seed. Gronk is good. 8
win. That's who you playing. You playing Walker in a rematch. You nervous about that?
Not really. And I already know the angle you're gonna come next week. So I'm gonna go ahead.
It's not an angle. I'm just asking you a question. If you win, you got Walker. I mean, it ain't no good choices. If you lose, you got Chibo.
I beat Chibo before, first round playoff.
Not this year.
Not this year. I didn't beat him the last year when I knocked his ass out the first round of the playoffs. Yeah, that shit happened. Listen, New Northsiders. I'm not New North. I'm sorry. Hurricane Walker, Gronk, Missouri Kings. 3-8-6 teams. Y'all made y'all way to the playoffs. The West is a formidable division. They went out there, did their thing. But Hurricane Walker, going back to the narrative, I know you get ready to push. You're going to talk about how I was one of the votes that saved him. And is it possible that he can beat me? And things like that.
I didn't think about that. I was actually thinking about the first time y'all played. He set his lineup.
That happened. That's a mistake. That's a bad GM move.
Now it's the rematch. That's the only angle of nerve.
Again, maybe this is risk, and I'm a G enough to admit, and I was gonna get to mine, but I'm a G enough to admit that had he set his lineup, Would I be the division champ right now? Still probably, but I would be fight. I wouldn't have clinched last week because Sean can't take it. He can't.
Nobody cares about that. I mean, why are you making that point? All I said is a rematch of the when he didn't set his lineup.
Okay. So what you
Ask-
we gonna get to
No,
it next week. So you think it's a possibility nigga beat me?
I was just saying, the dude just put up 250,
Mm-hmm.
and then I look at you, and you had like 162 type playoff life against a tanking team. I mean,
No,
fight
no, no.
playoff
Northside is
life,
not tanking.
huh?
Northside is not. I mean, no, they're not tanking. Don't put that jacket on them.
They got 2 wins.
That don't mean they tanking. He specifically said, and he told you, and I'm not gonna let you defile my people's name and go out there and put a tank jacket on him. He said, I'm going out there every week and putting my best lineup. Whatever happens, happens. That's a man. Not these hoes that go out here tanking and shit. Motherfuckers that went out there and said that ain't no motherfucking man gonna tank. I'm a rider. The next thing you know, that bitch doing the same shit. So Fantasy Football Club, they went out there every week and set their motherfucking lineup to the best shit. So fuck anybody else and fuck anybody to try to put a tank jacket on them.
Whatever, man. I mean,
All
I get it. I get it, but again, if you should win, and only, I mean, unless Trey Lance decide to make an appearance tomorrow night, because
Cooper Rush starting.
Cooper Rush get hurt or something, or benched.
I want to
And I
talk
mean,
about. So we was watching the game, and Herbert got hurt. Did he ever come back in?
he back, yeah, he back, he back.
Okay. All right. So look again. The way that comes out, according to Missouri Kings, they win the division champ. Shout out to them. Then you got Gronk and Hurricane Walker. They making El Patron. Try again next year, like you did the year
He
before.
got 2 first-round picks next year, and
He had two first round picks this year.
If Brandon don't make the playoffs, he'll have uh, he'll have two picks somewhere between 6 and 8.
Okay, well, let's go jump over to the north to talk about Brandon. Brandon 6-7. He's going to beat the shit out of the Black Republicans and go to 500. Projected to hit 225. Juwan Jennings is still having a bomb ass game. Montgomery, Elliott, they doing their thing. So at the end of the day, what can you do?
You lost?
No, I ain't lost. Anyway,
I mean, you talking, man. Talk. I mean, you want me to interrupt? You want me to interject?
no, I don't. People's champ, they're going to go ahead. They just hit some more points. They projected to hit 270. Juwan Jennings, David Montgomery doing their thing. Black Republicans with they trash ass, bum ass, hoe ass, 163. Patrick, listen, like, okay, you talked about Brandon's 2 first round picks. I mean, Brandon's pick next year. Black Republicans, how many picks they got next year? First round.
2.
2. They got 1 if they continue their tank ways, which they will. And what else? What, 6?
They have. He just told me back line. I think he got egg 2. I think he got
It don't matter. He
Brian. I think
got
he got. Yeah, yeah. He traded for Brian pick.
Mm-hmm.
Where's 2 going?
She going upstairs.
You ain't tell her I was number 1.
Roy said to tell you he's number 1. Your husband number 2, baby. Anyway,
Yeah.
not you right, not yet. Dillasey out there making some points though. Dillasey got 2 receptions, and Rieger ain't doing shit. Vidal got 24 yards. It's gonna be tight, and I ain't gonna stunt y'all. It's gonna be tight. If I lose, but we not on me yet. We on the Black Republicans and the People's Champ. People's Champ, they are going to go 7-7.
You got
How are
Brian.
they gonna make the playoffs?
Brian 6 and 8.
So how does Brandon make the playoffs?
Matrix got to lose.
We was gonna get into that. So we done with People's Champ. They need 7. They gonna finish 7-7. That is not a losing season. Shout out to the People's Champ for non-losing season. We move over. Broad Street Bullyfoots and the New York City Matrix. Are you nervous about your bet that you made? Because right now, it is 56%, 44% on the game.
I really don't give a fuck about that bet.
I do, because I want my motherfucking chicken Big Mac. Matter of fact, I'm changing my shit. I want the McRib.
I don't care what you buy.
I want the McRib.
I don't care what you buy. Matrix weak ass is not gonna ruin my day. Fuck that fucking bet. I don't care. Win or lose.
I want to go back. I want to go back to, what was it, week 7, 6, somewhere in there. And you said, you go ahead and tell me what you. I don't want to mess up the quote. What did you say, sir?
He shouldn't have won another game.
No, that's not what you said. You said he's.
Well, he tried.
You said you know what I said. You said wasn't gonna win another goddamn game.
I said that.
Huh?
Exactly. I said that, and he proved me wrong. He won 4.
Can I get some crow from you? Can I get some crow from you?
He won 4 games.
Can I get some crow from you?
Oh, you know what? You know what's crazy?
Please.
World Boss is gonna benefit. I'm the number 1 seed. I should be playing the worst team in the playoffs, but I get seed. I mean, I get Gronk and World Boss gets seed. Like a free pass to the
that bothers you, don't it?
It do. You get a free pass to the second round.
You're saying that Sid is incapable of beating the World Boss.
He is not gonna beat a playoff team.
He's a playoff team.
He is not going to
reserve my comments about round 1 when round 1 gets here. I'm gonna leave that be.
Okay, listen, I was wrong, but I'm gonna die on this hill that said it's a trash ass squad. It's a fucking shame him and Walker made the league. I mean, made the playoffs.
That bothers you, don't it?
It do.
And to me, it does to a certain extent, because niggas like Brandon didn't make it. The way the U City Lions have been playing over.
And I'm glad they out.
Actually,
I'm glad because it was points in the day where the U City Lions had like a 270 projection.
Yeah.
He got some dogs on his team.
Yeah.
Keys to Don. He got some
people
dogs.
Like Keys that didn't make it. Yeah.
Brandon, he got dogs on his team. We ain't got to face them. We got to deal with Sid. Walker. Look, I give Walker his prop. But Walker had a whole lot of games. And it wasn't because he didn't set his lineups. He had a whole lot of games where them cats on his squad did show up. So they all showed up this week. That's fine and dandy.
Mm-hmm.
But will they show up next week like that? Like when I see somebody going off who don't normally go off, I don't expect them. Like Allen ain't doing that 60 again. A Doomsday might not have another game like that for till next year. Same with White. Somebody got hurt. They got a 3-man running back crew in Tampa. So,
back there. I'm gonna say something.
Bucky Irvin back next week. White ain't doing that.
What it was Matrix. Who has Bond? Bond was that Matrix? I think it is. Zach Bond. He had 16 points today, 11 tackles and a sack. Now we talked about how much they spent, and I said it was like $31. How much you think he paid for Bond?
I think $25 week 1 though.
$6. $6, people. He paid $6 for the number 2 linebacker in all the land.
It was week 1. That dude came. He had a great week 1. He came out of nowhere, and something that this league I've noticed with this league, it takes a couple weeks for people to really jump on somebody because we don't fall for the okie doke.
But
He went for it after week 1, and it paid, and Bond kept it up. Look, Bond was a bum.
mhm,
He was a defensive end for most of his career.
mhm,
They moved him to middle linebacker, and it clicked for him.
mhm.
Nobody had it. No, like, you know what I'm saying? You just because you come out of nowhere and you have one good game don't mean the league gon' automatically go after you like
I
that.
want to ask you this. Now, this was our first year in the free agency money draft, 500 $400. What did you learn? What any are there any tales? Like everybody got their own tale, but or what did you learn? Like bond for $6. I'm gonna say this before I ask you that. This is what I learned. If you see your guy, go out there, spend the money because you can't take the shit with you. And it might put this nigga, and I'm gonna get to him in a minute. We're gonna talk about Garindo in a minute. $500. And I'm gonna let you know. I clowned him. I clowned him a little bit. I did. As a lot of you did. Where a boss talked some shit a little bit. Brian said some shit, and we don't want to get to Brian. When we get to the South, I want to talk a lot. I want to spend a little bit of time on Brian, only because it's some moves that, but I said going back to the original point. If you see your guy with your eye test and whatnot, go out there and get your nigga. Because if you don't, you wait. Somebody else gonna go ahead and be waiting and see the shit you do, and they might outbid you by $1. You got that's a bargain. $6 for the number 2 linebacker, bargain. $500 for a rookie that, as he said, went out there currently holds the record for rushing touchdowns at the end of the day. A rookie young with the number 1 guy going out, the number 2 guy going to unrestricted free agency. That's a motherfucking deal. He does what we forgot in free agency weekly when it pops up. Y'all motherfuckers better listen. I jumped on a couple of things. So again, my thing is when we go back into this shit next year, don't hold on to your money. Spend that shit. You can't take it with you. But what did you learn with the first year?
Um, I it's hard to say. I've seen a lot of patterns on when people decide to spend and when people hold off. You know, uh, like Chibo Burgers.
Mhm.
I notice he's not a big spender. He like to kind of wait and see the landscape. I think he spent money this year truly because he hadn't spent money. And he was like, I ain't spent money. I need to start bidding on some people. And then he bid on some people that I think one of the guys he bid, he ended up dropping them but picking them up for free. But and I think it was Parker Washington. So it was like, you know. I- honestly, I think being scared to spend money, like what everybody gonna say, I don't think it matters.
Getting
Like
clowned in the league.
we all clown some people, but at the end of the day, I don't think no. Like I know Big Lawrence spent like 200 on the kicker one day,
we did.
but I don't think it hurt him at all. Like at all, it didn't hurt him at all.
But I remember you said you was like, this nigga spent $200 on a kicker.
He
But
did, but
it's
he'll
his
figure it
money
out.
and that's his guy. How's that
Yeah,
nigga doing? I want to see where he doing. Keep on talking my bad.
how's he doing?
That kicker
Big
was it
Lawrence.
Bates?
I don't know
Bates
who it
is
was.
the number 5. The
I
number
think
5 kicker. No, he drafted 80s. No, sorry. He traded for this kicker. Who's the
yeah,
motherfucker he spent $200 on? Where that nigga at?
it don't like I said, I don't think it mattered. It didn't hurt him one bit, and I think he learned from it. Year 1 was a learning experience. We'll see how year 2 goes. I did notice last week, the Bronx picked up Sincere McCormick, and he had $300 to spend, and he went out and spent
It
it
was
on him, and
wild.
I think that's gonna be a good investment because he looks like he's earning the trust of the coaching staff there with the Raiders. He might be the guy going
Over
forward.
Abdullah and Madison and Zamir White.
Right. Yeah.
Do you think moving forward next year, cats will be more conservative, or they gonna be more, you know, being crazy, let the money fly?
I think they're gonna let the money fly if if the player shows something. I think it'd be if like the Garendo thing when he became uh active and actually I'm be honest with you, I remember that thing at least 5 to 6 people did,
Mm-hmm.
but
Brian was a second. I think he'd be a 350.
350, I bid 5. And I honestly, like I've told this story before. I didn't want Garendo. I
Mm-hmm.
wanted Brian to spend his money,
You
but
did.
he didn't, and I got him. So sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
I think that, and I was gonna get to this when we got there. We're just gonna go ahead and we already know where the motherfuckers in the north at, and we're gonna get to the east in a minute. And I want to finish out with the south, but I will take a moment with Brian. Brian started out shitty. We had us a time on the show with that nigga at that nigga's expense, and we had fun doing it. But when he came on, it's some GM and some coaching moves that cost you this season. We're gonna talk about May. We're gonna talk about actually San Francisco running backs. You had CMC. You knew he was coming back. You botched on Mason and you botched on Garendo. I personally think, and this is real spiel, I think not going ahead and blowing the whole wide on Garendo was probably your biggest mistake because you don't have a first next year. You get a rookie that we know is your words, explosive, more explosive than Mason. So why not go out there and spend the money? Had you picked up Mason in the beginning, we having a whole different conversation. You have to understand, you not gonna fuck on every deal. And you also have to understand, nigga, sometimes you gotta spend that money and do what you're supposed to do. But you solely alone, not only fucked your season, but mortgage away your future. Because Kamara, he doing his thing. He got an extension, but outside of the game past me, what has he done for you? What has he done for you? So you're going to finish this season 6-8, coming off a
Mhm.
second place, coming off of leading the league in scoring, coming off the high bowl, and you finish out 6-8 because you continuously want to fuck. And I'm done.
Brian will be okay.
It will
Brian, I think he will be. I think he will be.
he?
Brian is superior a superior GM, and I think he'll make moves this offseason. He's got a lot of win now players. He might keep them and roll with them though. That Brian Brian likes to build slowly. Well,
No, we don't.
he likes to win and then incorporate young guys into trades that he can find, like
Fun
Higgins.
fact.
Like,
Fun fact. He starts Darnold, he wins.
no, no, yeah, 40. So
90. But projection wise, 256, he hits 290, 297. He starts Darnold, he wins.
that's about an extra 25 points. Right now, Herbert got 13. So let's say Herbert finished. If we conserve them, say Herbert finished with 15.
Mm-hmm.
That's 25,
35 extra points.
25.
For 40?
40 minus 15 is 25.
25, it is. I'm sorry.
So that's 25 extra points.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, honestly, Here's the thing. This game only meant one thing. It's bragging rights between me and Brian. In the regular season, I swept Brian the last 2 seasons. Now he beat me
Yes.
in the playoffs last year,
Yeah.
but in the regular season, for 2 years straight, I have swept Brian. I think I beat him 5 times in the regular season,
Mm-hmm.
going all the way back to the year that he won. In the regular season, at the last game, I beat him. Or did no the year he won. Matter of fact, it's just been 4 because the year he won, he beat me 3 times straight. So 2024, 2023. No, yeah, 2024, 2023. And then we split. So yeah, in 2022 we split. So that's 5 times in the regular season. Because he won in 2021. So in 2022 we split. He won the first one, I won the second. That's 5 straight games in the regular season. He beat me in the postseason
Mm-hmm.
last year. This game that we played, he was done regardless because of the West. I was set regardless. So this is nothing but me and Brian bragging rights.
He
They
left the
had,
room, so he wasn't gonna do that shit. No way. Also,
so
by the
I
way,
mean,
Brian, Mr. U City Lions, I currently have more career wins than you. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, nigga. You mortgage away your future. You mortgage away your future for a win against me. To even not even go 500. You don't even have the ability, like your boy Tomlin, to say, I didn't have a losing season. Cheese to dime. I don't believe he has a losing season. I believe he goes 7-7. He has that. You, on the other hand, are going to have a losing season. No first round picks. You sold your cousin first round pick, trying to be sneaky, trying to be savvy, trying to get cute. That nigga making the playoffs. You are going to the fucking house. I want to see what you do in the off season. I want to see if you take anybody to the Mosey Wilson. I want to see who you fuck. Because right now you got no future. And I'm gonna go through this. And I said I will take my time. Connor, he gonna continue to do Connor type things. Najee Harris. What is he gonna do next year? What is Najee gonna do for you next year? Najee is currently 22, hitting 15, and he ain't got no guaranteed spot with the Steelers. Travis Kelce, what is he gonna do next year? He got a billionaire girlfriend. He doing movies, game shows, and he's finna do a podcast with his brother that they've already secured tens of millions of dollars to do. Kamara, he got an extension, but that nigga old. And he's injury prone. I'd love to see what you're gonna do. I really do.
what if Najee go to Dallas?
If Najee goes to Dallas, Najee is no longer a mid 25 running back. He's probably going to be a top 15. I'm not going to say top 10. I'm not going to go that far. But I could see him, if he goes to Dallas, Najee improves. But what about all them other motherfuckers? What Kelce doing next year? I'm asking your opinion, my nigga. Where Kelce going next year?
I think Kelce gonna retire if they three-peat. If they don't three-peat, I think he gonna retire.
Alan Lazard, you spent $100 on that nigga, and you started him. What was it? What we say? Twice? Once? Twice.
Everybody spent money. $100 ain't nothing. I spent $100 on a kid that got injured the next week and been out the whole time. I spent 150 on a matter of fact.
But you are
Oh,
12-1, number one team in all the land, scoring title, bragging rights, division leader. Yeah, you can afford a fuck up or two, and don't nobody really, ain't nobody. If anything, we more so looking for a fuck up just so we have the ability to say something, to clown you. It's not a whole lot we can clown you about. And we know in the chat room, we all about clowning, right?
all right.
Yeah, so my 156, you don't think I'm gonna hear from Lennox in the motherfucking morning about my 156? He don't give a fuck that I locked up my division. He don't give a fuck that I'm in the playoffs. He gonna talk about my 156. Rightfully so.
I think only person he lose next year is Kelsey.
That's the only person he loses.
Yeah. Who
Okay.
else he gonna lose? He
Devontae
might
Adams. You think Devontae Adams is gonna do one more?
absolutely. He ain't returned.
What?
He not gonna
Does he
retire.
have the same year?
Who, Adam?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Adams is a top tier wide receiver.
Mm.
Listen, he plays a lot better with Aaron. I don't know if Aaron's coming back, if that duo gonna be together.
Aaron
But
Rodgers has his first 300 game
let's say Adams,
years.
let's say Adams, because he didn't re-sign with the Jets and he only got 1 year left. I think.
Mhm.
I ain't sure. Let's say he go to Washington. You like him now?
He goes to Washington. Yes, because
All
he'll
right.
be he will take over that number 2 spot for Noah Brown, who hasn't really lived up to it. Terry McLaurin needs a true wingman, so all the pressure ain't on him. And you got Jaden Daniels at quarterback. Fuck yeah, he's yeah, I like him.
There you go. So I mean, Adams, Adams is fine. Look at and Brian. Look at Brian. Brian's already over 200. Man, he is putting in the work that he might be right. He might have pulled this off had he had what's called it.
Mason,
But
I mean, just think about it. You got Garendo and if he had Garendo this week, he possibly put him on. Probably not, but Mason would have made a couple of those close games.
oh no, Brian fucked up this year. He didn't make the right moves. But what I'm trying to say, he got a he got a good team. I'm happy he's not in the playoffs. Because I mean, listen, scoring. Who wants to deal with a team that's scoring 258 points and
In a
they
losing
leaving 40 points on the bench because they played the wrong quarterback?
That's why I didn't want Brandon in the motherfucking play. Nobody want to see Chase and Burrow against Tennessee in round one. Fuck
I
that.
think World Boss did.
World Boss wanted to see him. You think
Uh,
so?
Oh yeah, he was talking shit all week.
That's your boy. And do you think he was talking shit only because he didn't believe Brandon could win at 7-7,
I think
or do you really think he wanted to see Brandon in round one?
I think he wanted a rematch.
I think you full of shit.
I
I
think he wanted a rematch. I think he's feeling his team, and he wanted. I mean, his team without a quarterback is putting up 250
man,
this week.
we're gonna go ahead and jump to Cheapo Burgers and World Boss. 251 with no quarterback is crazy. That's crazy work. And World Boss has put together a great team. Even though I personally, and we've said it, and I know I've said it, I don't necessarily agree with the route that you went to get it. But your team is crazy. Your team has been built.
Look,
Even though I trash you and I clown you about your
do
draft
the
pick,
rundown.
huh?
Do the rundown.
All right, World Boss, you got 245. Currently, you sit projected hit 251. Chibo Burgers, I'm sorry, 9 and
No,
4.
no. Let's just do the rundown on World Boss.
World Boss, Zach Charbonnet.
No, no, no. Let's do it as in order. Come on now.
Zach Charbonnet,
Start
44
with
points.
quarterback. Let's start with quarterback and run it down.
Okay, just go from the top to the bottom. I was gonna
Yeah.
go through the top threes. Okay, from the top to the bottom, World Boss, and you've earned this, and you know I'm not a motherfucking fan. World Boss, Michael Penix, 0.
Mm.
Bijan Robinson,
Whoa,
20.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm gonna
Come
call
on.
you call the nigga what you want. Go ahead.
Oh man. Come on, man. Let's not do this tonight. You told me I wasn't gonna get no shit out of you.
The nigga named Bijan. Bijan is
LBJ.
21 points. He's number 6 in all the running backs in all the land.
Let me
20
ask you a
points.
question
The
about
nigga
Bijan.
had 92 yards and a touchdown. Zach,
Let me ask you a
ask
question
your question.
about
I'm sorry.
Bijan.
Huh?
Has he been playing like a LeBron type come in the league,
No,
just take over? You
no,
don't think so? Yeah,
no.
so 20 plus.
He's a great running back. Does the nigga break 1,000 yards rushing this year? I'm asking.
Yeah,
That's a question. And again, not taking nothing from him. Does he break
yes,
a
I
thousand?
think so. I think so. His last 4 opponents is Vegas, Giants, Washington, Carolina.
He might. You're definitely right, nigga. You probably right. But I said all that to say, dude is an asset. He catch out the backfield like a motherfucker. He's elusive. He definitely has a great quick first step. Well worth if you into tanking, well worth tanking for.
You
Doing it.
don't think he'll go over 1,000? Why wouldn't you think he gonna go over 1,000?
It fits my narrative. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It fits my narrative.
But you don't think he gonna go over?
Zach Charbonnet.
No, let's go back. Let's go out. I'm setting you up. I'm trying to walk you down this alley.
I'm not trying to go down the alley with you, man.
Why wouldn't you think he gonna go over 1,000?
What is he sitting at right now? 880, somewhere in there?
977.
Shout out to Bijan Robinson. You're ready to hit their first 1,000-yard season. I fucks with it. Bijan is not trash. I've never said dude was trash. It just fit my narrative in our shit talking. You know, hey, people, bring it in. This is me having a 100% transparent moment with the people. We talk a lot of shit in the room, and everything has to kind of line up with a certain narrative. When you don't have, it's like with the law. I have plenty of lawyer friends. They said when in the law, when you argue the case, if you don't have the law on your side, you argue the facts. You don't have the facts, you argue the law. If you don't have either or, you just throw some shit on the wall and hopefully it hit. The one thing that I had about Bijan, he didn't break the rookie record and he didn't break 1,000 yards as a full-time starter. I had that in my hat and I could always play it, and it was facts and you can't argue it. But was Bijan trash, ever trash, or anything close to that? Fuck no. Fuck no. QJ nigga, trash.
Stop it. First off, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Before you go, 'cause I want you to stay in order. So it ain't QJ time yet.
Mm-hmm.
Bijan last year, 214 carries, 976 yards.
Mm-hmm.
This year, 215 carries, 977 yards.
As we stand.
What that tell you? What that tell you? It tell you coaching his rookie year.
If that's what
If
you
he already got the same amount of If he already got the same amounts of attempts and he's still putting up the same stuff, the coaching his rookie year was trash. It was fucking trash.
You can get whatever.
He still got 4 more games to go.
Mm-hmm.
He still got 4 more games to go, and that's what he did all of last year
Mm-hmm.
in attempts. And wait a minute. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me go check something.
Mm-hmm. While
Hold
he goes
on.
to check something, I want to say to the people, never once have I
Highlight year, his production and went down. But he's still at 102 attempts. Now his yards per average is better.
then his production has gotten better. They just use him less.
No, no, not for real. He'll probably still get the same amount of attempts with 4 games left.
But you already said
Yeah,
that his yards per attempt is up. That means his production is better.
his production is better, but
He's doing more with less.
if you want to say that, my point is this: coaching last year was trash.
I'll let you have that.
That's why Bijan didn't break the record. Anyway, let's go on because I wanted to glaze Bijan, LBJ Bijan first, but now we can get to the rest because it's somebody else I want to glaze.
Zach Charbonnet, 44 points, 104 was it 134 yards at 2 touchdowns. I tried to trade for Charbonnet earlier this year. I did. Charbonnet, I gave shit to, but I never once, I don't believe, said Charbonnet was trash. I believe.
What is he part of? He part of that 2022 draft Oh, 2022.
Mhm.
No, the 2023.
2023 draft, yes. And
Okay.
again, a great draft. Listen, Lennox, you a fan of the show. I know you're gonna break this shit down. You have had draft picks that are gems. You've had draft picks that are amazing, but they are few and far between. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's not make it seem like you out here straight GMing. If it wasn't for this nigga over here, we gonna hey,
That's
shut the
all him.
fuck up.
That's all him.
Nigga, you asked me my it's
I'm
Zach
trying.
Charbonnet. Zach Charbonnet is doing his thing, and Zach Charbonnet is going
You know
to.
what's funny? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? You talking about he ain't he has some good picks, but you ain't out doing it out like that. Who in this lineup did he not draft? There's only one person in his lineup he didn't draft.
Mhm,
That's Westbrook Akina.
mhm.
Everybody else in his lineup,
He drafted.
he personally drafts. So what are you talking about? That's 7 guys. Who else doing that? Who else got a draft where they starting all 7 guys that they drafted? You doing that?
I have don't know. No, don't do this now. You really do. We
His
just real quick, and
his
that's it's real
feelings hurt
quick.
now. I done
No,
hurt
no,
his feelings.
you ain't hurt my feelings. Real quick, and I just asked you this, and we on the show, and we gonna see if you're gonna be honest. Who has a better draft resume than the ass kickers? Give me one. Give me one.
You
Anybody?
don't want you don't want 2 DraftKings, but I'm
No, no,
finna
no.
go
I'm talking about just two draft kings. 10 years we've been in this league. Who got a better draft resume than ass
back.
kicker? Nobody.
Nobody.
Okay, thank you.
No.
So Mike Evans is
No,
old, but
whoa,
you
whoa, whoa. So see, that's you love to do that. You love to get the little answer that you want and then try to speed through. Nah, nigga, stop. Last week,
hmm
you scored 276 points.
I did.
Let's count how many people you drafted that was in your starting lineup. We got Jacobs. That's
hmm
1. Conkey, 2. Reed, 3. That's it. I counted 7 guys on Lennox squad. We
hmm
got 3. We can't count Bowers.
I didn't
Oh,
draft.
you did start Vidal. So that's you started Vidal last week. So that's 4.
hmm
4 guys.
hmm
Lennox got 7. All I'm saying, this all I'm saying
Got
to you.
found out last
Listen, man. Listen. Stop it. Stop it. This is all I'm saying. When you get a lineup,
week.
a true lineup that started, and I know I could, a true lineup that started with 7 guys or more. Offense. We ain't talking about defensive guys. It's 7 guys or more on offense. That mean 8. That mean 8 guys that you drafted and you starting because you believe they gonna contribute to your winning success. When you do that, then you come holler. But
Yeah,
until then, we gonna get at to Lennox.
I fucks with it.
7.
Shout out
And not only was it 7, all well 6 out of the 7 put up 2, contributed to 250.
hmm
That was balling.
hmm He drafted Jefferson. He drafted Mike Evans. He actually drafted Cade Otton, dropped him, and picked him back up. Quentin Johnson is currently at 16.6 points,
How many?
48 yards, and a
How many
touchdown.
touchdowns did Quentin got this year?
4, I want to say. Maybe 5.
That's 6.
6, okay. But now,
He
since
had one
take a
bad
pause, now we're
game,
gonna take
but
a pause. Now,
overall,
as far as career, that's 1 and 2 years. Again, the same motherfucker that the world boss clown me on, Keon Coleman, Ladd, Reed, Downs, all of them motherfuckers have better career numbers. And I'm only gonna talk about the last 2 year niggas. I'm talking about the rookie niggas have a better career record and yards and points and stats than QJ Keon Coleman does.
he got more touchdowns.
He got better stats, better yardage.
He got more touchdowns.
Nope.
What Keon got over 800 yards?
Keon,
Or are you talking about a 1 year versus 1 year? Because at first you wondered with certain people you want to use, you don't mind using both years.
I'm gonna say Keon Coleman.
And Keon, you're gonna say, no, let's just use the rookie year. But then when you go to Ladd, you'll say, oh, Ladd got more than him over 2 years.
Ladd has more than him this year than he does over 2 years. Ladd does.
Okay. So we're gonna just stay with that.
I want to say Keon Coleman does too. I remember looking at that. And
800 yards.
Yeah, no.
He got 800 yards.
I had to shit right down, y'all. But listen,
got 800 yards.
Now we agree that QJ trash.
He had a fucking game in like over a month. Weekk hurt. Weekk hurt.
Is QJ trash? Yes or no, nigga?
He got
that's a no, my nigga.
You trying to tell me he trash because he got 6 touchdowns?
What? He got more drops than he got passes, catches.
He had a bad game.
Years. He had bad year last year. He got 400 yards last year. 400 yards in a 17, 18 game season.
Yeah, and who was in front of him?
Palmer, what was it? Not Mike Williams, Keenan Allen.
Keenan Allen.
Who's in front of him this year? Who's fucking Ladd missed a bunch of games.
This year is more of an indictment than last year, but you want to be like, oh, you only have 400 yards.
I'm asking, as of right now, based on 2 years, would you consider him trash?
No.
Okay, cool.
I consider him an average receiver. Average.
Now, would you want your number 7 pick at best to be average?
And the draft is
it's cool. This is what we do, y'all, and this is why. This is where
the draft is unpredictable.
Yeah.
What I want, I want all my picks. I want all my picks to perform like Puka. I want everybody to step it up, but the draft is unpredictable. I'm not saying QJ is better than this or that, but he ain't QJ. Listen, if he got dropped, you put in a claim.
Fuck no, I wouldn't. On Bloods, nigga, I tell on the west side, on Hillsdale, MK, Chill Will, Big Ant, on all my homies, I would not put in a motherfucking claim for that bum. Flat out. Shout out to motherfucking 1-1. Flat out.
You be up in here going to back for Noah Brown. Like Noah Brown is the next coming of the world.
Noah Brown is supposed to be the number 2. And he has not fulfilled that as of yet. Am I dropping him? No. Would I put him in a package to possibly sell to Linux? You know, insurance is important. Insurance is important.
Oh, the propaganda. We talking about. Let me go look at some other cats you got on your squad. Because you up here capping like you wouldn't fuck with QJ.
I don't fuck with QJ. I've said
you traded a fucking you traded like a second. You traded 2 second-round picks for Lockett, who is fucking dead. He old as fuck and he dead. But you rather have Lockett on your team than QJ?
Nope. I mean, Lockett team rather than QJ? Yeah, actually, because I ain't even gonna lie. I gave up 2 second-round picks for Lockett. Only because I didn't think T. Higgins was available. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Had I known T. Higgins was available, I'd have gave the 2 picks for him.
My point is, you got Lockett on your roster.
Lockett's going to get dropped in the offseason. It's not like
CJ was available. You wouldn't take him over Lockett?
No.
Bro, you sound crazy.
Why?
So if it came down to you winning or losing a fucking game, you rather start Lockett over QJ?
Yeah. Only because Lockett has better hands. He's more of a.
What was his hands today? He got one target. What are you talking about? Okay.
You asking me, and I'm telling. At the end of the day, certain people that we
Let me ask you another question.
Mhm.
Did you drop him?
Who? The linebacker?
Jalen Polk. You picked him with the 11th pick in the draft. I read out of 300 and I want to say 38 players at wide receiver. He ranks 335. My question to you, sir,
Yes.
if you had a chance to pick up QJ, but you had to drop Jalen Polk, would you make that move?
No. I hate QJ. QJ is trash to me.
I cannot wait till Monday. Listen, I cannot wait till Monday when I'm just randomly sitting in a room and Lennox go the fuck off because you are making the most asinine. You just won't admit that you're wrong.
I can't admit I'm wrong. Jalen Polk is now. Also, what do we know about me? Motherfuckers fuck up. What do I do?
So what you're trying to say is you'd rather drop
fuck on.
But why I'm asking you if you could pick up QJ in replace of that player, you wouldn't?
No. What happened to rookies need grace? What happened to Polk? Polk come back next year and be a whole. Because remember,
I'm asking you a question.
No, I don't like QJ. I didn't like his tape. It's not like I'm coming out of the woodwork with QJ hate. I said it before the draft. I said it when you was pumping him up. I said I don't like his tape. Everything I see about him, I don't like. Have I ever not said that? And it was long before dude drafted him. Are these facts, sir?
It is unbelievable. That's what I'm
Same way I said about CEH, the same thing I said about Ross, the same thing I said about.
So what you're trying to say is a guy who
averaged I don't fuck with.
Who averaged 11 point some points a game
versus 1.6
versus Noah Brown versus only gets you 8.9 points a game. You prefer Noah Brown in those 3 less points.
Yes.
So you're not trying to win. You just want to you don't want to be wrong about QJ.
It's not about being wrong about QJ. It's QJ's already proven my point. He's already proven. Right. I don't like him. I think he's trash.
But he's clearly better than some of these other guys.
That doesn't change the fact that he's trash.
It don't. Now when you pumping up guys that's not better than him.
Who am I pumping up that's not better than him?
Noah Brown.
I didn't pump up Noah Brown. Noah Brown has started for me, yes.
And you tried to pump him up when you try to make trades or tell people.
I did. Okay.
So you did pump him up. Like I said, it ain't like I'm saying a lie. Pumped him up.
I thought you meant like I was out here like, Noah Brown, that nigga. I was trying
to. I said that.
I'm just saying, my nigga, at the end of the day, you want me to renege on how I feel about QJ, and everything I've said about dude, I've stood on. And everything I've said about dude, he
stood on me. Look, the kid got 5 for 48 and a touchdown tonight.
Can he replicate it? Y'all, this is the thing. Y'all excited about him off. Oh, he's not
excited. We're just saying what he got. We ain't nobody excited.
QJ. Oh, he got a 20. He didn't drop that one. The fact that you gotta say.
Did you see it? Did you see it?
Yes.
What happened?
It was a good catch, and he got
what happened?
He got the shit knocked out of him.
Where the dude hit him at?
In his chest and his head. He didn't drop it. He didn't drop it.
He caught it in a tight area got a defender behind him, a defender coming to hit him in front of him. It wasn't
AJ Brown makes that catch. It's just like that's AJ Brown being AJ Brown. If Quentin Johnson makes that catch, everybody all excited. They rubbing their nipples. They jizzing all over the fucking place. Oh, he didn't drop that one. Even if Waddle would have made that play, St. Brown, anybody, Barkley, Allen, Wilson, Laporta, Parker Washington, any of them motherfuckers make that catch, guess what? Damn, that was a good catch. You said, oh, he ain't dropped that one. Why? Because he constantly dropping shit. You acting like that last week didn't happen. You acting like last week did not happen. How many passes did he drop
last week? He had a bad game last week.
A bad game?
Was last week one game? What last week was 5 games or something? Was last week 5 games?
No, last week was 1.
So he had a bad game last week.
What about week 12? What about week 12?
Oh, you going down?
No, I'm saying you say a bad week. So week 3.
I said he had a bad game last week.
Mm-hmm. All right. Then he had one the week before that. He had a string of good games, 26, 10, and 13. Then before that, out 5, 2, 7. You good with that? The motherfucker averaged 11 points a game. You good with your top 10 pick, 7th pick, getting you 11 points a game and a shit ton of drops? Targets, 5. Receptions, 3. Targets, 5. Receptions, 1. Targets, 5. Receptions, 2. Targets, 5. Receptions, 0. Targets, 7. 7 targets.
You done. Because you're not like the dude got 6 touchdowns.
He does.
And he having a pretty decent game tonight.
Okay. He's pretty decent. Where's he ranked as far as wide receivers? 62. Moving on. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. We're boss again. Made a great team. You built a great team. You go into your, what do you got? This is like your 3rd, 4th double-digit win season. I know you had the 11-3 team a year. Then you got 10 this year.
Can we do a split screen before we move on from this?
What you want to see?
You got X?
Twitter?
You got an X account?
Yeah.
Let's go to X.
Okay.
Because I want everybody to see this and we watch it all together.
You got a link you want to send me?
I can send you the link.
Yeah, send me the link. I'll go ahead. Hey, y'all, this is what we do, y'all. This is the show. So you finna send me the link, and I haven't seen it. Apparently he has. So I'm finna open it up, and we finna get him. He finna send me the link, and we gonna open this whole up, and I'm gonna watch it. And apparently, this is the alley he's finna have me go down, and I pull him up, and I'm just gonna pull. There's the link. Pop on that. And before we do anything, I'm going to pause and get it here. Bop. In 1 second. I'm going to share the screen. I got you, dog. I got you, cut. 3. Bop. Going to share. So we're going to watch this shit together, y'all. Here we go. Boom.
3rd and 16. Herbert in the middle. It is held onto with a big hit and a flag on the back end of it.
There we go.
Herbert in the middle. It is held on.
Now, the reason that is amazing, people, is because he drops every fucking thing. That's the only reason that
so that's an average catch for everybody. Like you really gonna tell me that's an average catch for everybody?
No, it's not.
Okay,
it's not average for anybody.
So you trying to act? So you saying you come? Oh, you hyping up him making a regular catch? That was a pretty fucking great catch, considering how the defenders played that, right?
It's a catch. Yes, it was good. Yeah, I will give
Oh,
that. It was a
so,
good catch,
so,
especially the way the defenders played that.
so for anybody,
Now, I got a question.
I mean, if that was Jamar Chase,
Hmm. Will
they
we
would
be
have been
looking
like,
at it
"Oh,
on? Will we
Jamar."
be looking at it on the show on X right now? It was Jamar Chase, AJ Brown, Justin
Because we were
Jefferson,
having this argument.
Terry
But
McLaren.
let me ask you a question on the
You didn't answer
highlight
my
show.
question first.
I said no because we wouldn't be arguing them. But my point is this: on the highlight shows, would they show that?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, so me saying, "Oh, that was a great catch" in the room, I wasn't blowing it up. It was a fucking great catch.
Today you weren't.
No, I see
Every
because this
fucking
why I
week,
catch
every
you.
time that
This
nigga
why I
make
catch
a catch,
you. This why I catch
QJ,
you, and you don't want you don't want to answer my question. That you admit it was a great catch, but then you try, oh, you just blowing them up. You just blowing them up. No, it was a great fucking catch.
It was a great catch. QJ still trash. I want to go on and move Cheese to Don and Sparks Bucks. Because the South is pretty much done. Brian, I'll see you
Nobody
next
care
year. I know
about
you.
cheese. We are not doing. Look, we ain't wasting a whole
We
bunch
are
of time.
going to do Cheese to
And do
Don.
what? And say what? Ooh, you scored 240 points and you won 7 games. Ooh, you out the fucking playoffs and Bucks is out the playoffs. Like, why are we wasting time on cheese? You
Hey,
don't even
y'all,
watch
I
the
tried to
show
give
anyway.
y'all time. Only because Cheese to Don is going to finish 7-7. And Cheese to Don has broken his 5-9 curse. He doesn't have a losing season. He went 500. I've been there, my nigga. I feel you. You gonna go on and you gonna go ahead and beat Sparks Bucks, aka Lord. Hey, but both of you motherfuckers coming back next year, and it's gonna be real crazy. I don't even have to say shit about the Aztecs because they have clinched the division title again. And at the end of the day, either they're gonna go second or third seed, but the way it's looking, they're gonna hit the third seed. So really, this has
First,
been the show. It ain't really nothing.
hold on. Let me go check y'all score because that ain't a game we should be talking about for real. But Brian just putting on some points there.
Brian out there acting an ass today.
Oh no, y'all got it. Y'all up 9. So y'all will be the 2 seed, which pretty much lock you into a rematch
With
against Hurricane Walker. That
Hurricane
should
Walker,
be because you got something on the line in the playoffs.
which is tell the
You
people
never lost in the first round.
never. Not only have I never lost in the first round, I what?
When you make the playoffs, you're top 3. That is your record.
Always make the podium, motherfuckers. So whoever I face in the first round, I don't give a fuck if it's a South nigga, a East nigga, a West nigga, a North nigga. I always make the motherfucking podium around this bitch. So you what? Hey, you South motherfuckers that I'm gonna see you in the second round. Maybe even you. Maybe even you, boy. Maybe even you, boy.
Worry about Hurricane Walker. That's what you need
I don't
to
give
worry
a fuck about Hurricane Walker.
about. Okay. All
Fuck
right.
Hurricane Walker.
All right. You know
Fuck. Huh?
your stat got Seattle Sunday night.
And fuck Hurricane Walker and 10 motherfuckers that look like him. Fuck Team Commit, because I'm finna tell you motherfuckers. I hope I get a chance to meet Team Commish again in the motherfucking Super Bowl. It ain't gonna be no DeMar Hamlin heart attacks. It ain't gonna be no more stop in the middle of it. It's for all the marbles, nigga. Or
Buffalo got Detroit. That could be a shootout.
it will be a shootout. Fuck yeah.
That ain't good for you then.
It ain't. But I got enough faith in my guy. I'm not worried about Hurricane Walker. I'm not.
Why are you not? As much shit as I talk about Hurricane Walker, I am worried about him. I want to ask you why you not.
because I'm confident in the ass kickers. I've always been confident in the ass
It
kickers.
don't matter what your listen. It don't matter, and I'm finna talk my shit. I got the best fucking team in the league.
Hey, that's a Hillsdale representative, y'all, for 68th Street. No matter what he try to talk to y'all motherfuckers about, he is a 68th Street representative coming straight from Hillsdale, baby. That's my nigga, my wife cousin. He want to talk that I'm a Florida nigga. He is a Hillsdale representative. Throw your H's up.
My point is this. Even last week, I only scored 202 points.
Trash.
Bo Burger had 248, I believe. My point is, it don't take much to lose. And if here's my biggest problem with Hurricane Walker. I don't think Hurricane Walker is a good owner, but he's got players that can go off. As we seen with Allen, we seen Cook last week. That's why we lost the guy in the chat room because y'all blocked that trade.
What guy was that?
You know, I'm not finna play your games. And then he also got a guy like Ryan Thomas Jr., Rashad White, Roma Duze. These guys can score points, man. I mean, how do you not at least have concern to completely dismiss Hurricane Walker? That's tough. That's tough. Like and I'm gonna say if I was playing him, I'd be super nervous.
Because you talked all shit about that nigga all year. And to lose to him,
but the karma in that is not why I'd be that would add to it because then y'all can talk shit to it. But he a legit team.
He is.
He got legit killers on his team.
He does.
All right, listen.
If I'm being real with myself, and this is real spill.
You go lose to the dude. I'm just saying, you just missing him.
I ain't dismissing the Hurricane Walker. The overall reality is, again, y'all, we talk a lot of shit. We talk a lot of shit in the chat room. And we talk a lot of shit.
Hurricane Walker, he ain't coming to the chat room, even though he said, I'm going to come back to the chat room. He come back. You know what? I'm glad you said you're going to do another get to know the owner. Make him your first guest because I just
I'm only doing but listen, anybody that did not get to know the owner in the off season, we are opening it back up, and anybody that didn't, I'm looking forward to, because I know Cheese gonna do it. I'm still looking forward to Gronk. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna talk to you, City Lions. I know you left the chat room, and I still think you watched the show. This is where you fucked up. And I actually talked to the commission, my co-host. You thought for some reason that because you came in second, that a motherfucker was gonna give you a slot right before the season. Nigga, you ain't nobody. So fuck you. You do what you don't. But I'm looking forward to Gronk. I'm looking forward to Sean. Hopefully you can talk World Boss and to get it. Time come on, the activated looking ass could come on the shit. I would love to interview World Boss because listen, World Boss, listen, I'm gonna talk to you. Because this is week 14. We ain't got shit else to do with the playoffs. Listen, World Boss, once your shit is on video, once your shit is on the internet, it's out there forever. If you come on this motherfucker, if you drop him a video, like the video with Chibo, that shit is out there forever. No matter what he want to do, he can come back and say, but the show is the great equalizer. You come out here and you say what the fuck you want, and it's out there forever. Nobody's going to edit this shit out. I would love to see what the look. Now you already know. I clown Lil Larry. He's a fucking tard, and I've been calling that nigga a tard since we worked together. He was doing dishes, and I was a nurse at the place. My point of the matter is, he came on. He came on. Why don't you bring your monkey ass on? Black Republicans with your bitch ass. I know you're not never gonna come on. But at the end of the day, anybody that want to do Get to know the owner. That's your time, your show, your spot. It's all about you. And I kept it funky and I kept it fair, right, Roy?
People don't like the way you act in the room.
I don't give a fuck about they act, but it's their time. Was I fair and unbalanced during everybody's time?
People don't like the way you act in the room. Plus, you take information and you use it against them. They don't trust you.
They don't have to. But at the end of the day, I use information. But my thing are these. Am I going to talk about dude being a dropout? No, but I'm going to ask him about it. Am I going to talk about dude or about anything that I'm going to ask about? I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to shit on it. I'm going to give a motherfucker a chance to expound on it and explain shit and give them their time and their platform. World boss, I'm not even going to fuck with you. I like overall as an individual, I don't dislike you as a person. You actually sometimes kind of funny. But we have history, my nigga. So our rivalry and our shit is just what it is. But fantasy football wise, you make great moves. I just don't respect the tanking aspect of it. That's just me personally. But as far as your team and the teams that you've built, I've never not given you your flowers. I've never not told you that you out here doing your fucking thing. But when you fuck up, oh yeah, I'm calling that shit. So at the end of the day, you come on, you don't. But everybody who didn't come on, Gronk, Bully Foots, Matrix, Black Republicans with your soft ass. Let's go out and cheese the Don. You know, y'all gonna come out. So get to know the owners coming back this offseason. Plus, we're going to have, of course, our breakdown of the playoff teams, but we are definitely going to have the lower 8. We're going to talk about how they fail. And we're going to talk backline, but we may do a breakdown division. That might be too much, but we'll talk about it. But we're definitely going to talk about the lower 8 and where y'all fucked up. But that's where I'm at. That's the show. What you got, dog?
I'm just watching the game. It looked like the Chiefs is finna kick a field goal for the win. They got the Chiefs kicker. It's called another timeout.
So that means that I have. I'm going to let y'all know something while you out here looking at that. And somebody's probably going to pick them up, but you know what? They probably can't. Only people that can pick up people after tomorrow are playoff teams. Is that correct?
Yeah. Everybody who didn't make the playoffs will now be allowed to pick up any free agents, and I guess to the end of the season.
And listen, people, understand. We are not manipulating anything. Whatever happens when we wake up in the morning on Tuesday, wherever spot you at, that's the spot you at. You earn that. Enjoy that. But we are not running a Mickey Mouse operation. The commissioner has always been real.
Only thing that should be in everybody. That's it. That's game.
That nigga scored 252 without a fucking quarterback.
Who, Lennox?
Yeah. Congratulations again on your double win season. Hey, 252 without a quarterback. That's wild. That is wild in the motherfucker.
That's good, but guess what? Mm-hmm. It ain't 262. So that has officially, I officially am the bragging rights king, because Lennox was pretty much the only person, and he's number 2.
Mm.
That's another one for me. You know what I'm saying? It's another one for me.
Hey, you ready for
bragging rights?
You ready for said in Bully Foots? 162.5 or 162.05. 162.4. That, ladies and gentlemen, is within the margin of error for stat correction. So I called it.
They got Brandon Cooks and Gesicki on the ball. And that's it. And Parsons. Parsons could be be. Parsons can be. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something.
Please.
Before we go,
Mm.
you
Chibo
said
Burgers 194 is disgusting. I'm sorry.
he had most of his big guys on the bye, but you and said disgust me.
Wow. Please. I'm all ears. I'm looking at you, bro.
Okay, y'all both had a lot on the line, and y'all might slide by, and I get it, but there's no reason,
Mm.
absolutely no reason said should be with a playoff berth on the line, his game should be this close. Like, who the fuck is going into free agency saying, "Oh, I can't wait to see it drop Brad Stevens and Mark." Once he dropped him, oh, they mine. Oh, I've been waiting on these cornerbacks all my
Oh,
motherfucking
yeah.
life. Like, who the fuck saying that? So why wouldn't you drop them two and get you? That's fucking potentially 10 points. Even if they both cornerbacks he got scored just 5 points, that's 10 points because he wanted to hold on instead Brian Stephens and Marlon Humphreys. Are you fucking kidding me? And the defensive tackle Grover Stewart, he ranked 7th. I'll give you that. Maybe you want to hold on to him. But why is DJ Chark still on your team?
I saw that DJ Chark just 1.95.
Who the fuck is running the free agency to say if he dropped DJ Chark, that's me.
That's
Mingo.
me.
If you ain't starting Mingo, why is he not on? Why is he on your team? So that's 2 more spots you could have dropped to pick up somebody that give you actual point. Because ain't nobody saying, "Oh shit, said just dropped Jonathan Mingo." Who the fuck is saying that? Like, come on, man. And that's what I'm.
And motherfuckers would have looked at them and like, oh, shit,
This nigga risking it all, his playoff thing on the line because he don't want to let Damane Brown, the 100th ranked wide receiver, go. Like, oh, it bothers me. That's why I get so fucking mad at these dudes because you can't be that fucking stupid. Like, Said actually plays. Yeah. How are you
He's
that
the
fucking
original member. He's an original member.
He could have woke up this morning and dropped them bums. Like, what is he fucking doing? Oh no, I can't let DJ Chark go. Oh, because the whole league gonna put in a claim for DJ Clark.
Isaiah Davis was out there. I don't know. And Brandon even said it. I'm glad you picked him up, Mo, because who you got? Brandon Davis. I mean, Isaiah Davis did his thing. But Said could have had him. And you should have had him.
And that's what I'm saying. He might sneak away because he got Gesicki and Cooks going. He could. I mean, that's if Cooper Rush target him. Cooper Rush don't target him, then he might be fucked. Because Parsons ain't always guaranteed to have a game like that. Parsons can have a 1-point game, but
why did Bullyfoot leave his defensive line spot open? You know, you got
Bullyfoot is out of it, so I'm not killing him. He ain't got shit. He ain't got shit to play for. He didn't set his lineup, and the players like we said, he wasn't getting rid of Allen. He wasn't getting rid of Zula. He could have possibly made some moves with some people, but he out of it. It don't fucking matter one way or another with him. He ain't got nothing on the line, but Said do. Like, dude, you got something on the line just to make the playoffs.
Said, I've done my best to defend you week after week for 14 weeks. 14 weeks, this man over here has been putting a foot in your ass. And for 14 weeks, I've done everything I can to try to defend you. And between you and Walker, a lot of this shit is indefensible. You might as well have had a video with you with the gun standing over the body saying, I killed him. I can't defend that. I can't defend DJ Chark. I can't defend Isaiah Likely. I can't defend the fact that you let Davis go by.
He could have kept Isaiah like that. I ain't saying get rid
No,
of
no,
him,
no. I'm
but
just saying he can for all the weeks that he kept marching Isaiah like that. But there's no excuse for you to have two cornerbacks on your bench. On your starting lineup on buys. There's no excuse. Get
and
the
they
fuck
ain't
out the division.
dog. That's what I'm saying. He acting like they fucking listen. I ain't telling nobody to get rid of dogs. Like I could kill you on some people, but the guys that you didn't let go, I get. You know what I'm saying? I'm still upset. I thought you could have probably possibly made a move here and there, but it worked out. Plus, you was playing Chuck. I get it. He's playing bully foot, but dude, your projections barely had you fucking winning.
Mhm.
Barely had you fucking winning. And let me go look at these fucking
But the
corners.
only difference between me and him, I already locked up my division title. Only thing I was playing was for 2 or 3. I'm fine either way it goes. But think about it. When you got people like who was he I was just looking at? You could have put Fat in the tight end spot, and you still got uh
As he could have got rid of Mingo,
Bingo.
uh, DJ Chark, and fucking Damani Brown. That's 3.
McLaughlin. Why not
And
McLaughlin? Ain't nobody fighting for McLaughlin.
who?
McLaughlin, Jaleel McLaughlin. Why
Eh,
running back for
that's his only. I mean, that's his only running back outside of what you call. So I wouldn't. That now Chris Rodriguez. I don't know. Like, dude had one good game, and that was when they was up like 1,000,000 points on the Titans.
another point that you made? If Rodriguez go into the fucking free agency,
Ain't
do
nobody.
you even give a fuck? If you might throw $1 at him.
He could have, and he got many dollars. He could have fucking
Many
got
dollars.
him back. He could have got him back. But listen, it might work out for him, and he'd be like, it didn't matter because I won anyway.
That's
But
the thing that bothers me with him and Walker. It don't matter. I won anyway. I have the excuse. I got the division locked up. I'm already locked in on the playoff spot and division. I didn't need this game. Y'all both needed y'all games. And y'all sit up and shook the dice and was like, shit, I'm gonna roll them hoes. And y'all look like y'all might have, did y'all thing. But what if y'all rolled dog dice? This nigga would have had a field day. And I would have had to listen to it, and I got nothing.
it's a good week. Listen, playoff teams, this is the way we're looking at it. Will come tomorrow come down to a miracle for Brandon. He's gonna need a Monday morning miracle. He gonna need Rush not to pass the ball at all to Brandon Cook, and also he needs Micah Parsons not to do anything. I think Bullyfoot is done, ain't he? But
Yeah,
no,
look,
Bullyfoot got Rush, so he needs Rush to pass to everybody but Cook and score touchdowns for everybody but Cooks. Okay. Um, and so after that, we got me, 2 seed, you, 3 seed should be
Missouri Kings.
Missouri Kings. Now, if
What?
anything that changed, it ain't because we changed, it's because ESPN, but everything we know says Missouri Kings should be 3. 4 is undecided. 5, World Boss. They'll play 4. They'll play Brandon or Matrix. 6, Chibo Burgers. He got you, Missouri King. 7, Walker. He got you. And I got Grunt.
Are you nervous about possibly getting Gronk?
You know what? If I had to
You ranked him
choose,
the last time when you said if you had to face him, the people didn't want to face. You didn't want to face Walker. You didn't want to face Gronk, and you didn't want to face King.
based off this week, I like Grunt. Look, Gronk had 6 games
Under
like
200.
under 200 out of the last 8. I think
Yeah.
he went over 200 twice. So give me
Let's do
some.
it.
Give me some. Hey,
Put two quarters in the jukebox and let's dance.
Hey, I know some people, they like, oh, I want the hardest route. There's Brian that used to be on there. Give me the hardest route. Hey,
You too.
I like blowouts. Give me a fucking blowout. And if Gronk can give me 170 next week, I'll take it.
Hey, listen, y'all. This has been a crazy week 14. Great show. Shitty intro, but great show.
Fire.
Hey,
I hit him up was fire.
it was because I can't front. Listen, y'all. This is the week 14 of the season. We've been doing this. So I think you came on week 2 or 3? Week 2?
Came out at the second show. I just missed the first show.
This season has been crazy. You have brought a lot to the show, and I appreciate you, and I got to give you a flowers for that. So we going to, this has been the regular season end, so we going in the playoffs next week. So for me to you to yours, I want to shout out to people. Roy, take the motherfuckers out, man.
Only move that matters is the right move.
Right move.
Peace.